Yes, people, it's your boy Jaiden Prodigy. I want to give you guys a humble little look into my life and my career. You know, even this little studio that I have here, it came from nothing. It came from just an idea. A young boy from Amesbury in his room playing music too loud to the point that his parents were turning off the internet and turning off the power because I was making that much noise. And now it's become something that makes me money, and it's become a career, and a passion has now become my life. So I want to give you guys a humble look into the life career of Jaiden Prodigy, where it all started from, Amesbury, a look into my career and the future and where we're headed. So come along, let's go.
Yes, we are back in the home court. This is home for me. We are in Amesbury. Just breathe it all in. Countryside, beautiful sights, quiet, tucked away. This is where it all started. This is where I call home. This is where I most feel comfortable. This is Amesbury. This is my place to be. But we need to put it on the map, so I'm really going to have to put my music into practice and put this place on the map. That's what we need to do, because I want to see this place grow. Back home at the mum's yard, I'm going to show you where it all began, the original roots. This is ancient history right here. This is my first set of decks, you know. Insane. I haven't seen them in yonks. I've obviously looked after them. I just put them away, and I remember, like, I never used the tempo sliders, but that broke, and I still just make do with what I had. Insane. That even just having 2 channels and all this used to be so confusing to me, and now I'm doing this and having 4 of them and way more things going on, and it's just how simple and honest and genuine it started, with just £120 decks that I bought off Facebook Market because I DJ'd one time at a house party and was like, this is the coolest thing ever. What decks do you have? The guy was like, mixed track, that's what I'm on. And I was like, that is my brand. Newmark will be my brand. And this is, it's history right here. This is some monumental history. The Stonehenge School, this is literally my old secondary school. So much memories, so many history here. Like, it's so funny because I actually failed music, and I was like, I don't need to know about scales and triads and chords. I'm never gonna need that. I just need to jam out. And now you're learning production. That's really making me pay. So stay in school, kids. Eat your vitamins, eat your carrots. This is another iconic place for me. We are at Woodhenge. There's so many freestyles that have happened at this very bench. This is where, like, music really became something a bit more serious, because all the boys used to come up here in our whips and we used to just freestyle, chat absolute wham, and just have a laugh. Like, it was just no pressure vibe. And I think that's when I realised, like, we'd be freestyling, going back and forth, and I'd be going a bit crazy, and the boys were like, oh, there's actually something here, he's alright, you know, you might have done this once or twice, and you only just do it for fun. But when you start to look back at your career and you start to see, like, it always kind of was lined out, I just didn't connect the dots until later on in life. But damn, this is an iconic spot. Look at the view, man. Behind these doors, a lot of history lies behind these doors. I used to DJ here. This is the first place I ever DJed, the first place to ever give me a look in. This place used to be called the Music Box, and he used to have a crazy big board here. And I remember DMing them on Facebook as a young DJ, just said, listen, I just want the opportunity. I play in my bedroom all the time, and I want to be able to just play in front of a crowd. I don't want any money. And they were like, yeah, come through on a Thursday. And I remember they had this board here, and they had, like, all the rooms and who was playing, and over time, and just grafting, making sure that my music was good and I perfected my craft, I was getting higher and higher up on the board until my name was on the main room. And I remember one month my name was literally on every single weekend for the main room. It was phenomenal. So there's so much history behind these doors, and it's crazy now. It's a block of flats. Like, how many good nights, how many, like, terrible sets, how many growing experiences. But this is where it all started. This was the Music Box. This is another iconic place to me. This is Newbury Walkabout, or what used to be Walkabout Newbury. I had a residency here for a year, and this just came off the back of covering one time, and yeah, they liked my style, so I ended up playing here for a bit. But yeah, I gave this place a good few years, and this is where, like, I really honed in and learned reading a crowd and learning what works in a club setting. It's not just about what I play and enjoying the music myself. at the end of the day, I'm doing a job and providing a service, and I need to make sure the customers are happy. And this place, keeping the customers happy here was very difficult, but hey, I wouldn't choose any other job in the world. We are at an iconic place. This is so breathtaking to me. It's actually crazy. But we are at Slug and Lettuce, Reading. I haven't played here in forever, but this place was my stomping ground. This is when I went to a bigger city and finally got to play in some of the best bars in the city and really challenge myself, really learn what it takes playing at different times and why you need to adjust what you play, not playing the heavy bangers so soon. But this place was home. I played here for like 2.5 years. This literally was the place that made me where I need to be.
Thank you guys for spending time with us. I really appreciate you guys coming and having a look into my life and seeing where it all started. It's a real humble look, so I hope if Amesbury's on your travels, you make sure to stop by and say hello. I won't be there, but you know, look after Amesbury. Amesbury will look after you. But that's a trip down memory lane. I kind of want to just talk about where this year is looking like, how things have kind of really developed and where the future is looking. And this year, things have skyrocketed. Like, it just came from a passion becoming an on and off thing that I always wanted to do, but never really fully committing to now putting all my time and energy. And it just came from like a silly TikTok, and it did really well. It was the High School Musical TikTok, and I really thought like, it's kind of weird. Like, I like High School Musical in the Disney era, but combining those two is kind of a bit crazy, but it did well. And that's kind of when I was like, do you know what, mum? Like, there's something here. And then things kind of did just take place from there. And you know, I work with a guy called Leon Smith, so shout out Leon Smith, and he sorted me out with gigs. He has been phenomenal, and we started working together early this year, and he's been sorting me out with gigs, and I've been working for his company, playing in Portsmouth. That's my local residency every Friday. Catch your boy there 8 till 1, and then we play a different kind of variation of places on a Saturday. So it's sometimes in Newbury, played in Luton last night, so we're just keeping it moving. I really do appreciate that I can play in so many different places and it keeps the income in. But that's the open format things, that's playing bars and clubs. What I really love is drum and bass, if you haven't known already, but that's where I find the most happiness and fulfillment. So my production has really skyrocketed in levels. I started a year ago now, and I thought where I would be now is where I would be in 3 months. I always think I can get there so fast, but it's a process. I'm falling in love with the process, and I want to be a drum and bass artist, so we're going to start leaning more into that direction and niching down. And where things really collaborated and came together is since meeting my best friend Nicole, and she's my manager, best friend, like, she handles all this. The whole reason this is possible is because of her, and the career and kind of really niching down, and a lot of the networking, knowing people and really pushing me and holding me accountable is down to her. So a lot of this is down to her, so she keeps me accountable, and that's kind of helps me in my career to go further. So it's always good when you have someone who's part of your team and always going to help you up on those down days. So make sure you get yourself a Nicole. But this year has been amazing, gigging so much and being able to drop down hours in my 9 to 5. So 2026, we're looking at going part-time, and that's quite crazy because I'll be done in 27 and part-time, you know what I mean, doing what I love. So more time, more passion, more energy into the things that I love. And yeah, we're going to be producing more drum and bass, working with more artists. We're going to start releasing our own original music. So I appreciate you coming along for the journey, but we're just getting started yet. You haven't seen nothing. Thank you guys so much for spending time with us. I really appreciate it. So please make sure you smash the like, share, subscribe, wherever you're seeing this. Just make sure you support the guy's dream. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you get a better understanding of me, where all my music comes from, my passions, and just get a better, deeper look into who I am as a person. So thank you guys once again. Please share, support. I really do appreciate it. Look after yourselves.